So we've gone over the sumo deadlift setup. Let's go over the execution of the lift. So the hardest part of a sumo deadlift is getting the bar off the floor. Once we get it off the floor, because our hips are not as far from the bar, it's easier to finish through and there's not as much stress on the lower back because we are a little bit more upright. So if we can get it off the floor, we'll be good to go. So the biggest thing with that is being able to get great leverage and great leg drive. So when we set up, remember, we want to pull that bar, so push that tension. As we bring our knees down, we're pushing into the floor, pulling our arms long, maintaining leverage. I still don't want to get behind the bar. I want to stay over top of it, but get my hips as close to the bar as I possibly can, bending my knees so that I'm able to drive with as much power as I can off of the floor, keeping myself over that bar. And then once I pass the knees, I'm able to drive straight through. So that's where we finish with the glutes, and you even get a little bit of quad drive at this point to finish that lift, which helps you lock it out a little bit better. So if we're struggling off the floor, we really want to strengthen our legs and focus on that setup of being able to drive the hips down, being able to get that hip mobility to externally rotate and generate power off the floor, generating power through our quads and our glutes so that we make sure that we have the lat strength as well. Again, this is where something like Pendlay rows, barbell rows will be great for you, strengthening your upper back as well. So we can wedge in. Really, that's the biggest thing, is getting that wedge, getting the hips down, but maintaining leverage, not pulling too far back so that we're able to still drive through and then drive straight through the floor, keeping that bar coming right up our shins so that then we can finish through with the legs. Notice here on a sumo deadlift, when you're at your knees, we're much more upright. So we're really finishing that lift with our legs, which makes it much easier to finish through. So if we can get to that upright position to start, we're really driving through a lot more with the legs and not quite with our lower back. So when you're executing that lift, make sure that bar is not drifting away. You're not pushing those knees too far forward. So working on that hip rotation, adductor strength, quad strength, glute strength, really to finish that lift and get it off the floor, because once you can do that, it's much easier to finish that lift. So that's the best way to execute the sumo deadlift. Get your PR up.